Alex was cleaning Emma's drawer when his fingers brushed something unexpected. Folded papers with messy handwriting, addressed to her but signed by James, her ex. His heart skipped, a cold knot forming in his stomach. He didn't know whether to laugh, cry, or scream. Alex stared at the first note, heart racing. The words were full of affection and memory, the kind only someone who had loved deeply could write. He wondered why Emma never mentioned them. Did she still care about James? The question swirled in his head, and he felt his trust shake for the first time. He folded the note carefully, not wanting to lose it, and hid it in his pocket. Emma would never know he had found it, he hoped. That evening, Alex sat across from Emma at the dinner table, the note burning a secret in his pocket. He tried to act normal, asking about her day, laughing at her jokes. But every word she said felt layered, like he was hearing them differently. Emma smiled brightly, oblivious, and Alex felt a mixture of love and suspicion he couldn't explain. The next day, Alex met Sophie at a cafe. His hands shook as he pulled out the note. Sophie raised an eyebrow, leaning in, reading the words quickly. "This is serious," she said. "You need to know why she kept these. Secrets like this aren't just forgotten." Alex nodded, feeling both relief and dread. He didn't want to ruin his relationship, but the questions had to be answered. Alex couldn't stop thinking about the notes. He went back to Emma's flat under the pretense of checking something he forgot. As he opened the drawer again, his eyes scanned the papers, and he found more, each folded, hidden behind old receipts and postcards. The realization hit him. She had kept all of James's letters. He felt a mix of anger and confusion, unsure if he should confront her or dig deeper. Later that evening, Alex tried to bring it up casually. "Emma, I found something." His voice shook. Emma looked puzzled, and then nervous. She laughed lightly, trying to dismiss it. "Those are old, Alex. They don't mean anything." But her eyes flickered, and Alex could see something she wasn't saying. He wondered if love could survive hidden pasts. Alex couldn't sleep. Every time he closed his eyes, he imagined James writing those words, imagining Emma reading them. The flat felt smaller, heavier, as if the air itself remembered secrets. He turned over in bed, staring at the ceiling, heart racing. Tomorrow, he decided, he needed answers, even if they hurt. The next day, Alex saw James in town, leaning against a lamppost with a confident grin. Alex froze, unsure whether to walk away or confront him. James didn't notice him at first, then gave a subtle nod. Alex's stomach twisted. Was James still in Emma's life, or was this a coincidence? His mind raced with suspicion and fear. Alex asked Emma about James again, trying to keep calm. She hesitated, then admitted they sometimes texted when she needed advice. Her voice was soft, but Alex noticed the subtle defensiveness. He didn't want to lose her, but the truth felt slippery. Trust, he realized, might not be as simple as he thought. One afternoon, while Emma was in the shower, Alex's curiosity got the better of him. He picked up her phone to check messages. Heart pounding, he saw some texts from James that were clearly affectionate, though vague. He immediately put it down, guilt and fear flooding him. The walls of the flat seemed to close in. How much did Emma really feel for him? Alex rushed to Sophie's apartment, pacing as he explained everything. Sophie listened quietly, then frowned. "Alex, you have to talk to her honestly. Secrets like this will eat you alive." Alex nodded, but felt torn. What if she lied? What if the love he thought was real had been half-shadowed all along? Emma finally sat Alex down, her hands trembling. She admitted that James had been a big part of her past, but insisted she loved Alex now. Her voice shook as she explained that she kept the notes as memories, not feelings. Alex wanted to believe her, but the doubt inside him was stubborn, whispering that love sometimes comes wrapped in old shadows. Alex tried to move on, but every glance at Emma felt like reading a secret he wasn't allowed to see. Trust seemed fragile, like glass that might shatter with the slightest touch. They went out for a walk in the streets of London, holding hands, but Alex's mind was elsewhere, calculating, imagining, fearing. Alex's phone buzzed. A message from James appeared, short and playful, but it made Alex's chest tighten. Emma didn't notice it immediately. Alex wondered, was James testing him? Or was he still trying to influence her life? The question lingered like a cold shadow. The next week, Alex found himself watching Emma more closely. She laughed at her phone too much, disappeared into rooms with it, and sometimes sighed quietly. Each action felt suspicious, even when it might have been innocent. Alex felt trapped between love and fear. One rainy afternoon, Alex discovered another hidden note while Emma was at work. This one was newer than the others, folded carefully under her pillow. His hands shook as he read it. James's words were more intimate, more recent than he expected. The walls of trust he had built felt like sand slipping through his fingers. Alex couldn't take it anymore. When Emma returned, he confronted her again, voice rising. Emma tried to calm him, but frustration and fear boiled over. Their argument left the flat silent, heavy, and cold. Both wondered if love was enough to survive hidden pasts. Alex left the flat, walking aimlessly through the London streets. Rain fell on him, soaking his jacket. He felt lost, torn between love and betrayal. Every familiar landmark felt strange, heavy with questions about Emma and James. Alex called Sophie, voice trembling. She listened and then said firmly, "You need to decide if you can forgive or if this is over. You can't live in fear of James forever." Alex felt the weight of choice pressing down, realizing love sometimes asks the hardest questions. Alex returned to the flat that evening. Emma was crying quietly on the couch, holding one of James's old notes. She begged for understanding, explaining she didn't mean to hurt him. Alex's heart softened, but fear still whispered that love isn't always enough. Alex decided to try forgiving her. They talked late into the night, sharing feelings honestly. Emma promised no more secrets. Alex felt a fragile sense of hope, though the past still lingered like a shadow on the walls of their flat. One evening, Alex saw Emma's phone light up with James's name again. She laughed at the message, and Alex's chest tightened. He didn't know if it was harmless or dangerous for their trust. His mind raced with what ifs, and he felt like love was a tightrope he couldn't stop walking. Alex decided he needed to confront James, not Emma. He tracked him down in a small cafe, sitting across from him with nerves and anger mixing in his stomach. James smiled, calm and unbothered, and Alex realized the confrontation might change everything, one way or another. James admitted he hadn't tried to win Emma back. He said he only wanted her happiness, though Alex could see the charm in his words. Still, the past letters weighed heavily. Alex realized that love isn't just about what's in front of him. It's also about what was left behind. When Alex returned home, Emma was waiting. She apologized for keeping the letters, explaining she feared losing him if he knew the truth. Alex listened, breathing deeply, and saw her sincerity. Forgiveness felt fragile but real, like the first rays of sunlight after a storm. Over the next week, Alex focused on rebuilding trust. They shared texts, laughs, and small moments openly. Each honest word felt like a brick in a fragile wall, slowly making their relationship stronger and safer. Despite progress, Alex felt doubt creep in when he saw a folded note on the floor. He froze, heart hammering. But Emma explained it was an old one she had meant to throw away. Alex realized that suspicion could hurt love as much as secrets could. Alex and Emma began sharing memories of the past openly. They laughed over awkward moments, cried over small heartbreaks, and slowly, the shadow of James faded. Alex realized that love could grow even with a complicated history, as long as honesty stayed at the center. Alex decided to let go of fear completely. He focused on the present, appreciating Emma's honesty and their moments together. The letters still existed, but they no longer had power over his heart. Love felt lighter now, like walking in the sunlight after rain. Alex saw James one last time and thanked him for not interfering in their relationship. James smiled and nodded, disappearing into the London streets. Alex felt closure, realizing that love doesn't erase the past. It just grows stronger when trust and forgiveness guide it. Alex and Emma sat together on the balcony of their flat, sipping tea. The city hummed below, but their world felt peaceful. Alex reached for her hand, and she smiled. The letters no longer haunted them. They were reminders of the past, not chains. Love had survived, messy but real, in the heart of London.